Alright, once it loads up, you should see a page similar to this one, except you won't have any projects. So every time that you want to make a new project, just go ahead and go up to New Project. And once this loads, just make sure it's selected Windows Forms application. And a Windows Forms application is basically just an application that you can see. So it has like buttons on it and text boxes and all that stuff. And then once you have this selected, just go ahead and give a name to your application. I'm just going to call it Adam's First Project, but it doesn't really matter what you call it at all. And then once you have a name selected, just go ahead and click OK. And then once that loads, you should see something like this. And this right here is just basically what your form or your application is going to look like when you build it. And we're going to get into building it and designing our application in the next tutorial. But let's just get used to the user interface of this first. So over here is your toolbox, and inside of your toolbox are all the controls that can go on your application, such as buttons and text boxes and all that stuff. But we're just going to want to change this up a bit. As you can see, there's categories right now, and I just really don't like those. So if you want them, you can leave them, but I prefer to just go ahead and minimize all of these, and then you can go up to the top and just there's a drop down for all the controls, and I just think that makes it a lot easier so you have them all in one spot. And yeah, here are all the controls that we can drag onto our application. And also, this is on auto hide at the moment, so if we like select it and then click away, you can't see it anymore. And I prefer to dock it, so to do that, just go ahead and grab the top of this, so just click and hold, and drag down to that little thing right there. And then just release it, and now it's docked right there, so it won't disappear when your mouse isn't on it. Alright, and over here is the Solution Explorer, and inside of your Solution Explorer, it basically just shows everything you have open in this program at the moment. And right now, as you can see, we just have our project and our form. And our form is basically this right here. Alright, and you're also going to want to be able to see the properties for your project or your application. So to do that, just go ahead and right click on your form right here and click Properties. And your properties are everything about your program. So it has like your icon right here, what the cursor will look like, the background color, and all that good stuff. But we're going to get into that in the next tutorial. And to switch between your properties and your Solution Explorer, you can just go ahead and click Solution Explorer down there. Now the Solution Explorer appears, and you click Properties. Now the properties appear for your program. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're actually going to get into designing our